What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sydney. I make videos about faith, our walks with God, fitness, basketball, food, eating disorder related stuff, and sometimes I make videos with my friends as well. So if you're interested in this kind of content, I would love for you to join the family and subscribe by hitting the red button, and then you won't miss one of my videos. Just because something is good, just because someone asks something of us, does not mean that we should do it, or that's something that God is asking us specifically to do. In scripture, the verse Luke 5:16 says, "Yet Jesus frequently withdrew to the wilderness to pray." I thought this was really interesting because he could heal, he could perform miracles. There were so many people calling and wanting his attention. So many people in situations that needed Jesus' hand just touched upon them. And the disciples what about us? We need you, Jesus. Yet Jesus frequently withdrew to the wilderness to pray. Because he constantly withdrew to be with his Father, he had to be saying no to other things. But when he's talking to God, he gets these revelations from his Father, and I'm sure God told Jesus what Jesus needed to do. If we're a servant of God, we can't be a servant of other people. And I think we get it twisted. We think we're on earth to serve other people, but really we're here on earth to serve God. And when we serve God, he's asked us to serve other people. But we can't be all things to all people. We can't do all things. And if our focus is on serving people, making people happy, we can't also be serving God. Okay? So I think when we're serving God, yes, we end up serving people out of an overflow and abundance, and by his leading and his guidance, our mindset isn't so focused on making people happy. So often we try to do all these things, all these good things, and live our best lives apart from God without even being with him, thinking that we don't need him. But we forget that Jesus, when he was on earth, withdrew. He frequently withdrew. Where he's I gotta get away from everybody and everything. I gotta silence the voices around me, and I gotta hear from my Father. I gotta hear the assignments that he has for me, because I don't want to waste my time and my energy on things that he has not asked me to do. Though they might be good things, maybe God does not ask you to do them. And if you feel you're not hearing from God, what was the last thing he told you to do? What was that last thing? Have you done that last thing? So God does not overload us. He asks us to do one thing, and we take that step of obedience, and he asks us to do another thing, and then another thing. And he tells us these things as we spend time with him. Because really, at the end of the day, God just wants a relationship with us. He wants to know you. He wants you to know him. Everything else comes from an overflow. But honey, you got to say no to some people. You got to say no to some things. You have to stop trying to do things to please other people. If other people are your focus, then they will have a hold on you. God needs to be your focus. And then when God's your focus, everything else is going to fall into place. But it's not selfish to have boundaries around your schedule and your time and your energy. It's not selfish to only allow certain people to speak into your life. That's not being mean. That's being uncompromising. That's being steadfast. That's being wise. That's using your discernment. Because not everybody wants the best for you. Not everybody knows the visions, the dreams, the calling God has on your life. Not everybody knows that. Not everybody's going to agree with it. Saying no gives you an opportunity to do something else. And sometimes just being in the presence of God is everything you need to get new ideas, new revelation, new energy. Because you can do so much more after you've spent time with God than what you could if you were out here on your own doing all these really good things, but they're not God things. And they might not relate to the calling that God has on your life. You don't have to take every opportunity that comes to you. Even if it's a lot of money and it makes sense and other people are looking at you like you're crazy, you don't have to take that. Because it might be a really good thing, but it might not be a God thing. And God things are the best things for your life. You don't want to miss out on what God has for you. Anyway, that's it for this video today. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody who needs it, and I will see you next time.